Purge election year. This, of course, is the third Purge film. First one was, of course, Ethan Hawke. So it was how do the rich white people survive the Purge. Second one was why would somebody want to purge, as well as here's how pretty much everyone else survives the Purge. So how do you make it different? You've already done here's the rich white, here's inner city. I'm still thinking rural. I think that rural Purge would be interesting. You know, place that's not downtown, like suburban, like, you know, not upper class, but just regular suburban or rural would be pretty good. So in this one, you've got a female candidate who's running for essentially president, who wants to end the Purge. So the Founding Fathers do not like that. Yes, you have a white woman running for president, essentially, going up against a rich white man who's running for president. Gee, it's almost like they specifically wrote this because of what's happening during this election year. If you've seen the trailer, you know that she's getting hunted the majority of the film. What makes this film kind of work is that's not your only plot. You've got another guy who earlier in the film, he gets into an argument with some people, and you can obviously tell from his argument that they're coming back, because it's the night of the Purge. Why not? So all those characters, the guy who runs the deli, his second in charge, the woman that they know who's from some of the previous films who now does the triage service, you can tell that they're coming back. You can tell that they're all interconnected. And the nice thing is, they keep that core small and tight. If you see one of them, another one is going to show up to give us something to work off of. From an ensemble standpoint, they work pretty well. Now, the bodyguard in this one is the person from the second film who decided to not purge. So you have a guy who was about to, who decided to not purge, and a woman who survived purging. My one major complaint about this film is, of course, they do a lot more on the Founding Fathers, and there is no subtlety in the main villain. When they show him, you're like, oh, is his name Villain? Because everything about his attire, and then when he shows you his face, you're like, it's like, wow, that is about as direct as you can get for a villain. Ironically, this is classified as an action series, which kind of makes sense. There are jump scares, like you would expect. Some of the costume design, you can tell they put some time and effort into. Some of the violence in this, of course, is over the top. I mean, it's Purge. I will agree with CinemaSins. It does seem odd that the only thing that happens is murder. You know, they really don't have people looting, which you would expect if all crime is legal. You would maybe see people looting or have news of looting. So it's all murder and arson. Pretty much. I'm amazed that after on a third film, there's enough similarity to the first ones that they all kind of mesh well together. But it's still just different to keep it nice and fresh. So I was surprised at actually how good a very thin premise is on a third film.